Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dover, Delaware, here in the Hornets' Nest as we get ready for MEAC softball action. The Delaware State University Lady Hornets will take on the Bison from Howard University. And today, recognition for the seniors here at Delaware State University. We already had a word for the Howard seniors. Delaware State gave their seniors some flowers, and now you see here Tara Tersolino, as of yesterday, the all-time winningest pitcher in Delaware State University softball history. The Hornets just honored Danny Velez as well. The two seniors on the team for the Lady Hornets, both starting today. Tersolino picked up a win yesterday, which was her 46th in her Delaware State University career. She threw all 8 innings in a 3-2 win yesterday over Howard. The Hornets also won the second game 3-2. So they took the sweep yesterday and look for a 3-game sweep of the weekend over Howard today. Yesterday was Tersolino's 36th complete game. 36th career complete game, which is also a team record. And so now we get ready for the game today as the senior recognition gets set to conclude. But again, congratulations to the two seniors from the Lady Hornets as their season winds down. Hornets come into this game 17-22 overall and 12-5 in the MEAC Conference, third in the Northern Division, and that likely looking like where they will conclude their season. The two teams in front of them in the MEAC, Northampton and Morgan State, both still with one conference loss. So those two teams going to duke it out for the Northern Division title. But the Hornets look pretty well locked into that third spot, with Norfolk State being fourth at 4-8 in the conference. So the Hornets winding down on their regular season. They won earlier this week on Wednesday, a makeup game against Maryland Eastern Shore. They won that game 10-0. And again, 3-2 wins yesterday. And they get set to conclude the series today. And after today, 6 games will be left. This is the final conference game of the season for the Lady Hornets. And then Wednesday, May 10th, they will head down to Ormond Beach, Florida for the MEAC Conference Championships. And so now, as they introduce the starting lineups, we'll talk about the opponent, Howard. Howard having a rough go of it this season. 2-28 on the season, 2-12 in the conference. Their 2 wins coming against Norfolk State and Coppin State this season. Again, they have 5 seniors on their team, but the one to look out for, Amani Ballard. Amani Ballard will bat 9th today, but she's hitting .397 on the season. She's got 4 doubles and 4 home runs for this Lady Bison team. So certainly Amani Ballard, the one to watch out for. Pitching for Howard will be Alex Flynn. Flynn, also a senior, comes in with a 2-9 record this season. So she has both wins for Howard this season. A 6.05 ERA in 14 appearances, 11 starts. She's had 4 complete games, allowing the lowest batting average on the team at .297. So Flynn certainly the ace of the staff for Howard. As for the Lady Hornets, we talked about it. Tara Tersolino, the senior, all-time winningest pitcher in the school's history, going to start today for the Lady Hornets after picking up the win yesterday. That moves her record up to 4-9 on the season. Certainly hasn't been the senior campaign she's wanted thus far this season. She's had 18 appearances, 11 starts, 5 complete games now this season, and 1 shutout and 1 save. She's got 51 strikeouts on the season. And so she gets announced for the Lady Hornets. And again, the final conference game of the season gets set to get underway. We'll take a minute for the playing of the national anthem. And so now we get set to play ball. Howard, again, 2-28 on the season, 2-12 in conference. And they have one more conference series left. They go to Mount St. Mary's in Washington, D.C. this Wednesday. And then
I want to ask the mothers of Tara and Danny to step out into the circle.
And then Howard has the weekend series at home against the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
No pressure, ladies.
And so now, excuse me, I was wrong. We're not ready yet. We have the first pitch to be thrown out by the moms of the 2 seniors, Mrs. Velez and Mrs. Tersolino, throwing to their daughters. One goes overhand, one goes underhand. And now we get ready for the MEAC softball conclusion for the Delaware State University Lady Hornets. And they will head to Towson, Maryland on Tuesday for a doubleheader against the Towson softball team. And then on Wednesday, they host the University of Delaware for a doubleheader. The Hornets are dedicating their April 26th home doubleheader against the University of Delaware to the Childhood Cancer Organization. DSU players will wear gold laces that day as a show of support for children afflicted with cancer and their families. Delaware State has joined forces with the Lace Up for Pediatric Cancer Organization to raise awareness and funds in the fight against childhood cancer. So the Hornets softball team will ask for donations during the games, as well as provide information where fans and supporters can donate online. Again, that the April 26th Delaware State University versus the University of Delaware softball game. And that the final home set for the Lady Hornets. And now the warm-ups are done. The introductions are done. National anthem over. And now we get ready. Alex Flynn steps into the box, senior for Howard University. And Tersolino delivers this one low and away, missing for ball 1. And we're off and running here in Dover, Delaware. Lady Hornets and the Lady Bison. Again, the final conference game of the season. And Fling swings and pops this one up out of play. We gave you Flynn's pitching stats. Hitting, she's hitting 175 this season, 1 home run, 2 doubles. And Tersalino's pitch misses down and out of the zone. Flynn has started in 18 games this season. Only struck out 3 times. And looking to get things started for the Howard team. She lines this one into left center field. A running play made out there in center field for the Lady Hornets. Catch made in the left center gap. And so 1 down here in the first. Tersalino delivers a slider out of the zone for ball 1. Tiana Lopez steps in for the Lady Bison. Lopez, the freshman, out of Everett, Washington. Long trip over here to play for the Bison, but here she is now batting second, the freshman. And she swing and misses through strike 1 to even the count. And Tersalino misses that one down in the dirt for ball 2. Tersalino fires and delivers that one in to even the count up at 2-2. And again, Tersalino threw the 8 inning, all 8 innings in the first game of yesterday's doubleheader. As the 2-2 pitch fouled straight back. She gave up a run in the 3rd and a run in the 6th. Spreading out 5 hits over the 8 innings. And gets Lopez to swing through the high fastball for the strikeout. Out number 2 here in the top half of the first inning. Desiree Moreno, the catcher, had the winning hit for the Lady Hornets in that game yesterday. Sabrina Quarles opened up the bottom half of that 8th inning with a double, and Moreno drove her home for the win to open up the series. Tersalino delivers this one a strike. Cameron Tillman quickly down 0-2. Tillman's second highest average on the team, hitting .280. She started in 28 of the 30 games, but a 3-pitch strikeout for Tersalino. So the Lady Bison go 3 up, 3 down to open up. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Top of the lineup for the Hornets. Do you need the lineups still? No, you're okay. I know you're doing a lot of it.
for the Hornets. Second baseman, Jasmine Malgoza.
Monica Thompson, the pitcher for Howard. The freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This one lined by Malgoza to the shortstop. For out number one. Didn't even get a chance to introduce Malgoza. Malgoza, the center fielder, hitting .273. Had the nice play, nice catch out there in left center field to open up the ball game. And now hitting for the Lady Hornets, Sabrina Quarles. She hitting .255 this season. Takes that one down and out of the zone for ball two. Quarles with 2 doubles and a home run on the season. And this one looped into right field. But the play made in right field by Amani Ballard. And so quickly 2 away here for the Lady Hornets. And now Desiree Moreno will step in for the Hornets. Moreno had the game-winning hit in the first game yesterday. She steps in with 2 away. And Moreno takes the first pitch down out of the zone for ball one. And Thompson misses with that one away for ball two. Thompson, the freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. She's had 5 starts this season. She's 0-5 on the season, so having a rough go of it. And she misses that one inside, so quickly 3-0 to Moreno. Hornets looking to get a runner on base here in this first inning. And Thompson misses with that one high for ball 4, so 4-pitch walk to Moreno.
Now batting for the Hornets center fielder, Mika Lumsden.
And that will bring up Mika Lumsden, the center fielder for the Hornets. I made a mistake earlier, said Malgoza was playing center field. Malgoza actually playing second base. Again, Lumsden, the center fielder for the Lady Hornets. She'll swing through this one for strike one. Lumsden hitting .315 on the season in the cleanup spot for the Lady Hornets. 2 home runs. She's got 7 doubles in her 37 starts this season. And now in a 2-1 count, Thompson delivers and misses this one down and out of the zone. And so Thompson now starting to struggle to find the zone. And there it is, back-to-back walks now for the Lady Hornets with 2 outs. And now Kalia Flournery will step in for the Hornets. Flournery hitting .274 with 4 home runs. She hit one yesterday for the Lady Hornets. Also hit one last weekend against Morgan State in our Sunday broadcast. This one looped down the right field line, but foul. Flournery trying to find that Bermuda Triangle down the right field line, but it drops foul. Moreno on second, Lumsden on first, 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Thompson misses with that one away to even up the count at 1-1. That one in for a strike. 1-2 the count. Vanessa Washington on deck for the Lady Hornets. But a good opportunity here in the bottom half of the first inning to strike first and get out in front. This one bloop to the first baseman Gibson, and she makes the catch. So the Hornets get a couple on 2 walks, but no hits, no runs, and no errors. We'll head to the top half of the second inning. Score still 0-0.
Now batting for the Bison, first baseman Gibson.
Jasmine Gibson leading off the top half. Jasmine Gibson leading off the top half of the second inning for the Bison. First baseman hitting 150 on the season in 17 starts. And that one misses inside, so quickly 2-0 to Gibson. Cleanup hitter for Howard. That one in for a strike. Defense playing Gibson straight away. Slight breeze going straight out to center field here at Dover, Delaware. That one in for a strike, so that one will even the count at 2-2. And a bit of a chilly day relative to what we've had here recently. We got some rain yesterday. The seniors recognition that we saw as Gibson strikes out. She swings through that one. That's 3 straight Ks now for Tara Tersolino, settling in here nicely for the Lady Hornets. But the senior recognition was supposed to take place yesterday. But the rain we had didn't stop the games, but it did push the recognition for the seniors to today. Chloe Lyon now stepping in for Howard. She hitting 156 on the season. Catcher for the Bison. And that one misses up and away to even the count at 1-1. Lyon, the freshman out of Sacramento, California. So they come from all over to play at Howard and Delaware State, and she lines this one down the right field line. And so a one-out single. First hit of the game, courtesy of Chloe Lyon for the Bison.
Bison center fielder Milan Poindexter.
And now Milan Poindexter, one of the seniors for Howard, stepping in. She another one from California. Hitting .205 on the season, started in 28 of the 30 games for Howard this season. She's got a double and 2 triples. Not a stat line you see every day, more triples than doubles. This one looped into right field, down the line, it's going to get down. Lyon had to hold up at first base. Sabrina Quarles chasing after it, but couldn't get to it, and so back-to-back singles the opposite way for the Bison. And now quickly they are in business, one away here in the second inning, and runners on first and second.
Third baseman Alana Baena.
And Alana Baena steps in, third highest average on the team for Howard. She takes this one up and away. She's got 2 home runs, and she's also scored 7 runs. For Howard, this one catches the outer half of the plate, even the count at 1-1. But after 3 consecutive strikeouts for Tara Tersolino, now back-to-back singles for the Bison. And this one chopped foul. Baena, a slap hitter for Howard. And again, pretty effective at it. 23 starts this season, third highest batting average on the team. And now with 2 strikes, she'll take that one up and out of the zone to even the count at 2. Highest average on the team goes to Amani Ballard. She in right field, hitting 9th. Tersolino misses with that one outside, so that will run the count to full. 1 down here, runners on first and second. So a big pitch now for Tersolino. She delivers this one, swung on in line to third base, play made by Moreno. She'll throw across the diamond to try and get the runner at first for the double play, but no good. Or nothing doing. So the runners get back, but the play made by Moreno. And so now 2 away for Deja Henderson. She hitting .206 this season. Batting 8th for Howard. That one catches the outer half for strike 1. So Tersolino trying to battle out of this. They're back-to-back one-out singles for Howard. And pretty fortunate there's not runners on first and third. Maybe even second and third. Could have been a double for Milan Poindexter. The fly ball down the right field line. Sabrina Quarles dove to get to it, but the runner on first, Lyon, had to hold up in case it was caught. And the 0-2 pitch fouled back by Henderson. And Tersolino will deliver. Another high fastball. Swung on and fouled back by Henderson. She hanging around here in the top half of the second inning. Again, Lady Hornets 12-5 in the MEAC. This is their final game of their MEAC regular season. And Henderson swings through this one, the 4th strikeout of the game for Tersolino. And she gets out of the jam. A couple of hits for Howard, but no runs, no errors. We'll head to the bottom half of the second inning. Score still 0-0. Designated player Vanessa Washington, excuse me, will lead off the bottom half of the second inning. Thompson misses away for ball one. This one lined into right field. That one's going to one hop to the wall. And Washington will hold up at first, but a leadoff single here for the Lady Hornets.
Now batting for the Hornets, third baseman Danny Velez.
And now Danny Velez, one of the seniors honored here today, lines this one sharply, but foul down the left field line. And Velez drills this one to deep left field, back at the track. That one's going to one hop off the wall. Thompson on her horse was running on contact, will stand up safely at third. And a double for Danny Velez. And now second and third, nobody out for the Lady Hornets. And Jordan Casey now will step in for the Lady Hornets. She playing shortstop today.
Now batting for the Hornets, shortstop Jordan Casey.
Casey hitting just 197 on the season, but she had a couple of hits yesterday in the opener. 2 of their 5 hits, including an RBI. So she's been swinging it pretty well for the Lady Hornets today. And that's why Coach Jackson gave her the start. And she'll take this ball down and outside, even the count at 1. Walker delivers this one, misses away for ball 2. And another one misses away for ball 3. 3-1 now the count. And that one misses. I believe that one missed inside. But a ball called no less. And now Howard will have a meeting on the mound to talk to their pitcher Alexa Walker. Walker, the senior out of Douglasville, Georgia. 6.27 ERA this season. 12 starts this season, 6 complete games. And the meeting is over now, so Walker will face Michaela Cummings, hitting 167 this season. And ball 1. Walker struggling with her controls. She's walked 3. This one lined sharply down the left field line, but foul. Good pitch in on the hands of Cummings to even the count at 1. But again, Walker, 3 walks in this game here just in the second inning. And she's had a problem with that so far this season. 48 walks allowed for the senior, and she misses with that one away. Highest on the team for Howard. She delivers this one, misses down and out of the zone. So 3-1 the count. Nobody down, nowhere to put her. And with the top of the lineup on deck, Alexa Walker in trouble and in need of a strike. She delivers this one in there, fouled away. Cummings probably wants that one back. That was good pitch to hit. She's just hitting 167 on the season, but she's got 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. And this one swung on, driven into deep right center field. Play will be made, but it's deep enough to get a run home. Sacrifice fly from Michaela Cummings. Eline Poindexter, the play made, but nothing she could do to get the run.
Back to the top of the order for DSU, now batting second baseman.
So Vanessa Washington scores. Velez goes to third. Casey moves to second. And now the top of the lineup for the Hornets with 1 down here and 2 runners in scoring position. It's Jasmine Melgoza, the second baseman, hitting .273 on the season, 9 RBIs. And she swings through this one so quickly in an 0-2 hole. Melgoza has 6 doubles on the season and a triple. And the Hornets would love an extra base hit here. And she fights this one off to first base, but it will not get the run home. And a bit of a base running blunder there for the Lady Hornets, but Howard unable to pick up on it. Jordan Casey was running. She thought Velez ahead of her was trying to score. She able to get back to second. And so now Sabrina Quarles will step in now with 2 outs and an excellent opportunity for Alexa Walker to get out of the bases loaded, nobody out jam with just 1 run allowed. Sabrina Quarles hitting .255 on the season. Walker working quickly. This one grounded to third. Throw across the diamond. Play made by the third baseman, Alana Baena. And bases loaded, nobody out. And just 1 run scored for the Lady Hornets. They get a run on 2 hits. No errors. We'll head to the top half of the 3rd inning. Lady Hornets take a 1-0 lead. Take 1. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Amani Ballard, the hitter. Right fielder hitting .397 in 19 starts this season. And that one softly lined up the middle. Melgoza ranges over, makes the play. And so unquestionably the best hitter on this Howard team. And Tercellino gets her with one pitch.
Now batting Alex Flynn.
And that will turn the lineup over. Alex Flynn led off the game with a hard hit ball in the left center field. But Mika Lumsden arranged over, used those long legs to get over and make the play. Pitch over the outer half for strike one, even the count at 1-1. Ballard, though, if there were going to be an all-conference selection on this Howard team, it is Amani Ballard. Again, hitting just under 400 on the season. She's got 4 doubles, 4 home runs. Flynn rolls over on this one between first and second base. Malgoza makes the play. And quickly 2 away now here in the top half of the third inning.
Bison, Tiana Lopez.
And Tiana Lopez, who struck out, and her first at-bat will step in. 2 down here in the third inning. Hornets on top 1-0. This one grounded to short. Casey throws across the diamond, makes the play, and a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top half of the third inning. Tersalino settling in for the Lady Hornets. No hits, no runs, no errors. We'll head to the bottom half of the third inning. 3-4-5, 2 up for the Hornets.
Taking on the University of Delaware, a doubleheader starting at 3 p.m. Fans, please take note that the Hornets have joined up with Lace Up for Pediatric Cancer in the fight against childhood diseases. The Lady Hornets will be accepting donations during the game and getting information where you can donate online. So hope to see you out this Wednesday, April 26th, for the final home day DSU versus University of Delaware. Game 1 starts at 3 p.m. Off the second for third for DSU, catcher Desiree Moreno.
Bottom of the third inning, Moreno, who walked on 4 pitches in her first at-bat, goes after the first one and pops up to the first baseman, Jasmine Gibson. Gibson a little unsteady under that one, but hung in, made the play.
For DSU, center fielder Mika Lumsden.
And this one driven into deep right field. That one is one hops off the wall. And Mika Lumsden hammered that ball into right field. That one got to the wall in a hurry. And so a 1-out double for Mika Lumsden. Lumsden hitting over 300 on the season, 315 to be exact, 13 RBIs, 2 home runs. Lumsden, the junior out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, having an excellent junior season. And so a 1-out double. And now Kalia Flournoy steps in. Flournoy having a good season as well, the junior out of Syracuse, New York, as she takes ball 2 away. Flournoy after the home run yesterday with 4 home runs. on the season, third highest average on the team. Her and Melgoza neck and neck. Fornery hitting 274, Melgoza hitting 273. As that pitch in for strike one from Alexa Walker. 2-1 pitch, misses away. 3-1 now to Flournery. And again, Lumsden on second base. Vanessa Washington on deck. She had a single in her first at-bat into the right center gap. Hornets have hit some balls hard today. That one misses just outside. Walker doesn't like the call. Neither does her catcher, Chloe Lyon. But it's the call no less. Another walk issued. The fourth one from Walker today. And now Vanessa Washington steps in. That one misses up and away for ball one. So Hornets threatening again. 2 on, 1 out in the top half, bottom half of the third inning. And now that one misses up and away. 2-0 the count to Vanessa Washington. Again, singled in her last at bat. And rips that one hard, but foul out of play. Washington hitting 256 on the season with 4 home runs. Certainly a lot of power in that bat. Tied for the team lead. And she hits this one hard on the ground to third base. And Baena didn't field it cleanly, but she deflected it over to Cameron Tillman. And Tillman able to make the play at third base. So Howard gets the lead runner.
Now batting for the Hornets, third baseman, Danny Velez.
And Danny Velez, who nearly homered in her first at-bat, one-hopped the left field fence. Velez, the senior out of Chino Hills, California. And she takes this one inside off the hip. And that will load the bases. Second consecutive inning, the Hornets have loaded the bases, this time with 2 outs.
Up next for DSU, shortstop.
And Walker continues to have control issues, but she's battled through it so far. She's given up some hard hit balls, 4 walks, and that hit by pitch. But a chance to get out of the third inning. And Jordan Casey, who walked in her last at-bat, fouls that one straight back. So 0-1 the count to Casey. That one over the outer half for a strike. So quickly 0-2 to Jordan Casey. Casey, freshman out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, swings through that one. She strikes out, and another missed opportunity for the Lady Hornets. They get a couple of hits, couple of walks, but no runs and no errors. We'll head to the top half of the fourth inning. This one moving along quickly. The score 1-0 Hornets.
fielder Cameron Tillman.
Fourth inning underway, and Cameron Tillman skies this one down the right field line, just foul. Tillman, who struck out in her first at-bat, now 0-1, leading off the top half of the fourth inning. Hornets on top, 1-0. Here in the Hornets' nest, Dover, Delaware. Again, final home conference game of the season. They've got one more home doubleheader against the University of Delaware on Wednesday. That one beginning at 3 o'clock. As Tillman swings through the high fastball for strike two. Now behind in the count, 1-2. And Tercellino having a very good game so far. And this one in for strike three. Tillman goes down looking. That Tercellino's fifth strikeout of the afternoon. And so the senior in her final home conference start, making it a good one against this Lady Bison team. And now Jasmine Gibson steps in. Gibson hitting 150 on the season. She the cleanup hitter for Howard. And she swings through that one, 0-2 the count quickly. So Tercellino has struck out Tillman twice. She struck out Gibson in her first at-bat. And now looking to set her away. And the 0-2 pitch skied into center field. Lumsden arranging over. She'll make the play. And quickly 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Tercellino working very quickly and efficiently. She's allowed just the 2 hits, the back-to-back singles in the second inning from Chloe Lyon and Milan Poindexter. And speak of the devil, it's Chloe Lyon stepping in for Howard. And she takes that one away for ball one. Lyon, this her 18th start of the season. And Tercellino misses with that one away. So 2-0. And this one swung and fouled straight down into the dirt for strike one. But again, Tercellino probably not having the exact senior season that she would like. Picked up her 4th win of the season yesterday and looking to make it 5 today. Up 1-0 on Howard. And this one swung through and missed off speed. Lyon couldn't wait on it. And she's battled back to even the count at 2-2. And Tercellino tries to get Lyon to chase up and out of the zone, but misses. And that will run the count full with 2 down here in the fourth inning. Milan Poindexter on deck, center fielder for Howard. She singled in her last at-bat, but Lyon swings and misses for strike 3. So another 3-up, 3-down inning for Tercellino. We'll head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cummings, Melgoza, and Quarles due up for the Lady Hornets.
with the DSU, first baseman Michaela Cummings.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Here in Dover, Delaware, Michaela Cummings will lead off. She has the lone RBI of the ball game so far, a deep fly ball to right center field, a sacrifice fly. Able to score Vanessa Washington. And this one line hard but foul down the third base line to even the count at 1-1. And right now you've got to give credit to Alexa Walker in this Howard defense. Several base runners for the Hornets, lots of hard hit balls in the gap. Walker struggled with her control. She's walked a few, but when she's needed to make the pitch, she has. She's gotten herself in a number of jams and gotten out of it, and only allowed the one run, keeping this Bison team in the game. Cummings flies this one deep left field. It's going to be foul, but the play made running into the fence out there in left field, Tiana Lopez. Excellent play out there in left field by Lopez, running into the fence. I believe she even opened up the gate down there in left field. But the play made no less, and one down here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And just as I was saying, you have to give credit to this Howard team. Their defense, they've made the plays, and that one's certainly a big-time play. And Malgoza dumps this one down the left field line. It's going to get down. She's going to turn and head for two. Lopez the throw. Malgoza will slide in safely with a one-out double. Malgoza lined to short in her first at-bat and grounded out to first base with the bases loaded and one out in her last at-bat. Trying to make up for it with this one. Dumped that one down the left field line and challenged Tiana Lopez's arm. And safely slid into second. And so now an opportunity again for the Lady Hornets. 2 and 3 hitters will have some opportunities with a runner in scoring position. As it's now Sabrina Quarles for the Lady Hornets. Quarles hitting .255 on the season. That one misses away, 2-0 the count. And so Howard calls time. They'll have a mound meeting with the infielders, keeping an eye on Jasmine Malgoza. Malgoza the speedster, second baseman. And they want to be aware of her, make sure that they don't fall asleep. And she's able to take a free bag. Walker in a 2-0 hole. And she delivers this one in for a strike. And again, every time she's needed a pitch, they try and go behind the runner, Malgoza at second base. But it gets into center field. Malgoza wasn't paying attention. And fortunately for the Bison, she will hold at second base. She was back safely, but didn't see the ball get away from the second baseman, Henderson. And by the time she realized where the ball was, as this one skied into center field. Running play made. Malgoza will hold at second base. Play made in center field by Poindexter. And so now Desiree Moreno. She walked and lined out to the first baseman. Popped up to the first baseman, Jasmine Gibson. And so the Hornets have had a runner in scoring position in all 4 innings of this game, but just the one run scored, and Walker having another talk with her catcher, Chloe Line. She calls her out to have a discussion. This is the first pitch missed for a ball. Excuse me. Moreno hitting over 300 on the season, second highest average on the team, leading the team by a ton in RBI. She's got 27 on the season, 5 home runs, including and a walk-off hit yesterday. So Moreno having an excellent season for the Lady Hornets, and just a freshman out of California. So a bright future ahead for Moreno and this Lady Hornets team. She's going to be leading the pitching staff. And that one misses for a ball, so 3-1 the count. Moreno already been walked once today, and you do not want to see Mika Lumsden up with runners in scoring position if you're Howard, but this one gets away. Melgoza will go to third. And so we've got some confusion. The ball got away, and the home plate umpire put his hands up as if to signal there was a dead ball. And Melgoza went to third, and the umpire's seeing that, and I believe they're going to rule it was a hit by pitch. So Moreno was hit by the pitch, which obviously then means the ball is dead, so Melgoza can't advance. And so Mika Lumsden now will step in. Not at all what you wanted to see if you're the Bison. Runner in scoring position. Lumsden's been walked, and she doubled into the right center gap in her last at-bat. And she, the leading hitter for average on this Hornets team, takes that one in for strike one. And so that one in for a first pitch strike, 0-1 the count. And this one a pitch he could drive, but fouls it off out of play. And now Lumsden quickly in an 0-2 hole with 2 down here in the 4th inning. And the Hornets another opportunity with runners in scoring position. This one Lumsden chops foul. And so Walker again trying to get herself out of trouble. And this time she'll do it against the best hitter on this Lady Hornets team. This one skied into right field. Coming on, diving play made in right field by Imani Ballard. Softly hit, Ballard came charging in, got a good read off the bat. And the Hornets once again with the runners in scoring position miss an opportunity to get a run. Ballard comes up limping, and so she's got teammates helping her off. An unbelievable play out there in right field by Imani Ballard as she limps off. We will see as soon as we can whether she remains in the game or not, but we will head to the top half of the 5th inning. Score still 1-0, Lady Hornets on top. Milan Poindexter has one of the 2 hits for the Lady Hornet, or excuse me, for the Lady Bison. Will step in and lead off top of the 5th inning. Bison been doing an excellent job on the defensive end, keeping the Lady Hornets to just 1 run, but offensively really have struggled to get it going. Tara Tercellino certainly looking like the all-time winningest pitcher in the school's history. And this one fouled straight back, 2-1 now the count. And again, if you're just now joining us, Tara Tercellino, the pitcher for the Lady Hornets. Hornets won the doubleheader yesterday in the first game. Tara Tercellino pitched all 8 innings in a 3-2 win, and it was her 46th win of her career. She now the all-time winningest pitcher in Delaware State University softball history. It was also her 36th complete game victory, also a team record. And she's looking to raise those totals to 47 and 37 here today with the count even at 2-2. Tercellino delivers this one grounded to short. Casey gets there, throws across the diamond, safe at first base. Milan Poindexter hustling out of the bag, beats it out at first base with a head-first slide. And a leadoff hitter on for Howard. First time today the leadoff hitter has reached base for the Bison. And we will see what exactly Howard's got in mind to try and get this tying run home. Third baseman Baena steps in. She drops a bunt down right back to the pitcher. Tercellino throws to first, or no, goes a covering, excuse me. And so a sacrifice bunt, good one put down by Baena. And that will move the runner over. So Poindexter with some speed, the center fielder, on base. And it's Deja Henderson and Amani Ballard now. Henderson, 4th highest average on the team. Ballard, of course, we talked about her in her first at-bat. She came up limping after the diving play in right field. But she is in the on-deck circle, so she will hit. And they try and put down another bunt. That one looked like more of a base hit bunt attempt. She squared around late and came out of the box firing. Normally with a sacrifice bunt, you get around early. You don't care if the other team knows. You're just trying to get down a good bunt and move the base runner over. And now Henderson in an 0-2 hole. Taps this one to third base. Play made across the diamond by Velez, but it will move the runner over. So Henderson in an 0-2 hole does a good job of fighting the pitch off, getting it in play, and able to move Poindexter over. But 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning, and the best opportunity Howard has had since the 2nd inning. Runner on third for Amani Ballard. She lined out to second base in her last at-bat. 1-0 pitch is swung on and sky to the right side. Quarles is there. She'll make the play. And so the Hornets dodge a bullet. Imani Ballard flies out to right field to end the top half of the 5th inning. Score still 1-0. Howard leaves one on the base hit by Milan Poindexter. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Flournoy, Washington, and Velez due up.
off for DSU, left fielder Kalia Hornets.
Kalia Flournery leading off the bottom half of the 5th inning for the Hornets. The left fielder hitting .274 on the season. 3 home runs. 4, excuse me, she had 1 yesterday. And quickly in an 0-2 hole. Hornets have left 9 runners on base in the 4 innings of play. So, again, story continues to be they've had a number of runners, a number of opportunities, but just the 1 run as the count runs to 1-2. Walker delivers and misses this one away for ball 2. But again, 9 left on base for the Lady Hornets, and only on top, 1-0. Fortunately for them, Tara Tursolino's brought her A game, and she's been outstanding thus far. This one flied into center field by Flournery. Play made by Poindexter, and so 1 away here in the 5th inning. And now Vanessa Washington, who's 1 for 2 today, and the lone run scored.
Coach. Hello, Coach. Washington for Delaware State, Tara Tursolino.
And excuse me, Tara Tursolino, the pitcher, is going to hit for Vanessa Washington. And so she doesn't hit very often. But here she is, and normally hitters look down to the third base coach for the sign. Third base coach just giving a shrug, saying, hey, go for it. Again, final conference start of her career, regular season-wise anyway, as the first pitch was in for a strike. This one misses down and away for ball 1. And again, Delaware State pretty much locked in to that third spot in the Northern Division behind Morgan State and Hampton. And Tursolino skies this one high down the left field line. Shortstop back makes the play. Cameron Tillman there. And so Tursolino, in her cameo with a bat in her hands, pops up to the shortstop. 2 away now here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Danny Velez, who has doubled and was hit by a pitch in her last at-bat, waves at the first one for strike 1. And again, Velez, the senior. This one lined into the right center field gap. That one's going to get down. And a stand-up 2-out double for Danny Velez, her 2nd of the game. Taking advantage of the senior recognition day and having a good one is the senior. Velez out of Chino Hills, California. And now another runner in scoring position for the Lady Hornets. Jordan Casey now will get the opportunity to drive one home as the first pitch in for a strike. And all 5 innings now, the Lady Hornets have had a runner in scoring position. This one line hard through the left field side. Velez around third. She will score. Jordan Casey stands up at second, a 2-out double. Velez and Casey trade places, and just like that, the Hornets now on top 2-0. And with the way Tersalino has been pitching so far in this one, that could be enough. And now Michaela Cummings steps in. This one gets away from the catcher, Lyon. And so Casey will move to third. Cummings had the first RBI of the game for the Hornets back in the second inning. She had the sacrifice fly with the bases loaded. Fouls this one out of play for strike one. So 1-1 the count now to Cummings. That was her 15th RBI on the season. And that one misses away for ball two. Cummings, just a freshman out of Owings, Maryland. Not hitting for very much average this season, hitting just 167. But again, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. So if she could pick that average up, she could be a very, very productive hitter for this Lady Hornets team. And that one over the outer half for strike two, evening the count at 2-2. Runner on third for the Hornets. And this one softly lined up the middle. It's going to get down. Cummings will beat the throw at first base. Gibson had to come off the bag to field the throw. And that a single up the middle and an RBI for Cummings. Not sure they're going to call it a hit. Not sure that that Cummings would have been out had Gibson been able to hold the bag. But now 3-0 for the Hornets with Jasmine Malgoza, the leadoff hitter, stepping in, and she doubled in her last at-bat. And Malgoza going after the first pitch. She skies this one to the left side. Another fly out to the shortstop, Tillman. And that will end the bottom half of the fifth inning. But the Hornets strike with 2 outs. Couple of doubles by Velez and Casey, and then a single by Michaela Cummings. And just like that, Hornets now on top 3-0. We'll head to the top half of the sixth inning. Top of the sixth inning here in Dover, Delaware. Hornets on top 3-0. And top of the lineup due up for Howard. Alex Flynn will lead off. She fouls this one away for strike one. Flynn 0 for 2. She's flown out to center field and grounded out to second base. Her first 2 times up. And now 6th inning as she grounds this one to short. Casey over, makes the play. 1 away here in the 6th inning. And Howard really now needs to get something going. The Hornets adding a couple of insurance runs in the 5th inning. Howard doesn't want to save it all for the 9th, or excuse me, the 7th. Five outs remaining for the Howard Bison. And Tiana Lopez will step in and swing through the first pitch. She struck out and grounded out to shortstop. And again, Hornets, 6 games left on the season. 2 of them are at home. This Tuesday they will head to Maryland to take on Towson. Then the following day they come back home. We'll take on the University of Delaware. Again, that with the partnership for the Lace Up for Pediatric Cancer organization. That on Wednesday, as Lopez swings through that one for strike 3. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. And then the Hornets will head to Lafayette this weekend to close out their regular season. And then again, May 10th, they head to Ormond, Florida for the MEAC Softball Championships. Cameron Tillman steps in. She struck out twice today, once swinging, once looking. And she'll take ball 1. And this one misses up and in for ball 2. 2-0 the count. And this one fouled down the right field line. It's going to get down. Quarles ranging over, couldn't get to it. And so 2 down here in the 6th inning. Tara Tersolino looking for her 47th career win, her 5th of the season it would be. And she delivers this one lined hard back up the middle, right over the head of Tersolino. Probably the hardest hit ball Howard's had today. That one a shot. Nearly knocked the visor off of Tersolino, that one. So close. But it's a single in the books. Jasmine Gibson now will step in with 2 down. And she fouls this one to the first base side out of play. Owen won the count with 2 down. That one down out of the zone. For ball 1 to even the count at 1. So the Hornets 12-5, looking to win this one and finish their regular season at 13-5. This one lined hard over the head of Sabrina Quarles in right field. It's going to get down. They're going to send Tillman. She's going to score from first base, and 2 outs. Been the key for these 2 teams. Delaware State scored both of their runs with 2 down in the 5th. And now all of a sudden Howard with a 2-out run here in the top half of the 6th inning. And so 3-1 now the score, with a runner in scoring position for Chloe Lyon. Lyon's got a single today. She fists this one to the second baseman, Melgoza. And that will do it for the 6th inning. So Tercellino loses the shutout with 2 outs in the 6th inning, but still on top 3-1. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hornets up. Bottom of the 6th inning gets ready to get underway. Quarles, Moreno, and Lumsden due up for the Lady Hornets, and they will face a new pitcher, Monica Thompson, who I mistakenly said was the starter for Howard earlier today. 21 and 11 looked similar here from the box. So that will close the book on Alexa Walker's day. 5 innings, 3 runs allowed, only 2 of them earned. But she in line for the loss. And now Monica Thompson will step in. Monica, the freshman out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, having a rough go of it her freshman year. But they're going to give her the opportunity here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And she misses with that one out of the zone to run the count to 2-0. She's got 33 walks in 29 and a third innings. So controlling issues tend to be a problem for her. This one misses in, so 3-0 the count. But some newfound life for Howard. Really had struggled to get going offensively, but with 2 down, a single from Cameron Tillman and a double from Jasmine Gibson. And Howard cut into the lead 3-1, but a 4-pitch walk to open up the proceedings in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
That's the DSU catcher, Desiree Moreno.
And so now Desiree Moreno will step in. She's been walked, hit by a pitch, and popped up to first base. And this one misses inside, so 5 in a row out of the zone from Monica Thompson. Again, Hornets with 6 games left after this one. Howard with just 4. Excuse me, 5. They have the doubleheader against Mount St. Mary's this coming Wednesday, and then this weekend a 3-game series against conference opponent Maryland Eastern Shore. And so the pitch in, and Moreno goes down swinging. so one down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Mika Lumsden will step in. She's walked, she doubled, and in her last at-bat was out on a diving play in right field by Imani Ballard. And that would have scored a couple for the Lady Hornets had it gotten down. But instead, it's an F9 in the books, and Lumsden now with an 0-1 count. Trying to tack on a few more insurance run. Runner goes. And base stolen by Sabrina Quarles. Chloe Lyons short hopped it to Cameron Tillman. Tillman couldn't come up with it. I think Quarles would have been safe anyway. And so now the count 1-1. Runner in scoring position now for Lumsden. And this one in for a strike. So Lumsden now behind in the count 1-2. Lumsden, a junior out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Got another season in a Hornet uniform. And she fouls the 2-strike pitch away. And so Thompson set and delivers. And Lumsden hits this one hard to the shortstop, Tillman. She bobbles it, comes up with it, and she makes the play at first base. Quarles able to get back to second base, but Lumsden hit that one hard, and Tillman ranged to her right, her left, my right. Made the play and the throw. And so now 2 away in the 6th. Kalia Flournery now will step in 0 for 2 today with a walk. And a runner in scoring position and 2 outs for the Lady Hornets. Vanessa Washington on deck. Milan Poindexter, Alana Baini, and Deja Henderson will be due up in the top half of the 7th inning for Howard. And that will be their last opportunity to get back in this one. 1-1 the count. Pitch chopped to first base. Play will be made by Gibson. 3 unassisted. We will head to the top half of the 7th inning. I continue to say second. It's the 7th. Last chance for Howard, down 3-1. Again, Poindexter, Baina, and Henderson due up when we come back. So 7th inning, Tara Tersolino on, looking for her 47th career win in a Hornet uniform. Misses away for ball one. And Tersolino, arguably the best pitcher in the school's history. Again, most wins in the program's history, most strikeouts, most innings pitched, and most appearances. That one fouled all the way to the fence in left field. 1-1 now the count. And so the Hornets looking for the sweep. Won both games yesterday 3-2. And trying to win today 3-1. 1-2 the count. Poindexter 2 for 2 today. She's got a couple of singles. So now 2-2. Poindexter fouled that high pitch back. And she lines this one hard up the middle. Tersolino nearly caught it, regathers, and she gets Poindexter at first for the out. Another hard hit ball back up the middle. This one Tersolino got a glove on. Knocked it down. And able to throw over to first to Michaela Cummings. And so now one away here in the 7th. Baina steps in for Howard. And she takes this one up and away for ball one. This one swung on and missed to even the count at 1-1. And so a win again would push Delaware State's MEAC record to 13-5 and 18-22. As for Howard, the loss would drop them to 2-29 and 2-13. And now the count 2-1. Tersolino delivers and Baina swings through that one. Count even at 2 now, top of the 7th, one away. Hornets looking to close this one out. And Baina swings through this one for the strikeout. 2 down here in the 7th inning. And Howard now down to their last at bat. And we will have a pinch hitter. It will be Noelle Merritt, who will hit for Deja Henderson. Henderson was 0 for 2 today. Merritt, the freshman out of Detroit, Michigan.
Pitching for Henderson for Howard, number 1, Noelle Merritt.
And Merritt takes this one in for a strike. And after today, just 2 more home games. A doubleheader on Wednesday. The 26th, Hornets will take on in-state rival University of Delaware. So Merritt fouls this one back. And Howard now down to their last strike. Merritt, just a freshman. This is her 40th at-bat of the season. And down in the count, 0-2. She fouls this one back to stay alive. Merritt, though, does have 21 starts on the season. This is her 23rd appearance. Tersalino winds up and delivers this one high out of the zone for ball one. Merritt not going down without a fight. Hornets looking for the sweep. Tersalino pitches. Merritt swings through that one, and Tersalino will get the complete game win. Hornets will win this one 3-1. Finish the season 13-5 in the MEAC. Michaela Cummings with 2 RBIs. Jordan Casey also added 1. Velez and Washington scored the runs. And the Hornets get a 3-1 win here at the Hornets' Nest. Again, 2 more home games on the season coming up this Wednesday. And congratulations to all the seniors recognized today, Danny Velez and Tara Tersalino. That'll do it for us. Hornets win 3-1 for all of us here at WDSU-TV. I'm Chris Moore. Hornets get the sweep over the Howard Bison. We'll see you next time